everyone, I am Stuti Parekh. Today in this video, I will explain in detail the topic of false ceiling and its pros and cons. So let's start with what is false ceiling. A false ceiling is a secondary ceiling that is suspended below the main ceiling of the room. False ceiling are often known as dropped ceiling as they are literally dropped or hung from the main ceiling. Now the next question that arises is why false ceiling is provided. False ceiling reduces the height of the room and thus gives more efficient air conditioning. It allows us to install indirect lights in a form of LEDs. Additional layer work as insulation layer for homes that are directly facing sunlight. These are also used for soundproofing purposes, also used for aesthetic purpose also. There are different types of false ceiling available. Some of them are gypsum ceiling, plaster of Paris, fiber, wooden, glass, metal, synthetic leather or cloth ceiling. So starting in detail with the first type, which is the gypsum ceiling. Gypsum false ceiling is a hydrated sulfate of calcium. This type of false ceiling are lightweight, sound insulated, fire resistant, soft and thermally insulated. Gypsum false ceiling comes in the shape of square boards that are hung with the help of iron frame as shown in the figure. The finishing work on these boards like paints, laminates, wallpapers, etc. make them look good. Now we shall see some examples of gypsum false ceiling. Next type is POP ceiling. Plaster of Paris is the majorly used material in the construction of false ceiling. POP is obtained when gypsum is heated to a certain degree. It gives both aesthetic and functional help. POP ceiling are attractive, almost no maintenance and has a long lifespan. They are very excellent insulators or heat or cold. These types of false ceiling don't only hide the ugly members of the structure, ventilation ducts and conducts, but also give smooth finish to the ceiling. Now we shall see some examples of POP false ceiling. Next type is fiber false ceiling. Fiber false ceiling are in high demand for the construction of false ceiling due to low cost and easy installation. The material used to the manufacture of this ceiling are man-made by synthetic and natural minerals. As these are man-made, they come in many shapes and sizes. Mineral fiber is combined with fiberglass. It has a good fire resistance. Now we shall see some examples of fiber false ceiling. Next type is wooden false ceiling. Wooden false ceiling is used to its natural textures and patterns. Nowadays, this type of false ceiling are used commonly as it gives a pleasant look to the eyes. Wooden false ceiling being costly, it is not used in malls and hospitals but can be installed in residential buildings. They can be given various finishes or painted to get the right look. Laminates are used these days on the top of false ceiling to give it a wooden look and finish. Now we shall see some examples of wooden false ceiling. glass false ceiling. One of the type of false ceiling used in the construction are of glass. It is a non-crystalline material with the property of brittle and transparent, but this can be altered to make it non-brittle and non-transparent using some admixtures. Use of glass brick is seen commonly in such false ceilings. As glass is a good insulator of heat, it can be used for false ceiling. This type of false ceiling improves aesthetical appearance of the building. Now we shall see some examples of glass false ceiling. Next type is metal false ceiling. As metal is a hard and durable material, it is used extensively in false ceiling. When the metal surface is polished, it gives a shiny surface which is a treat for the eye. The metal used in this are galvanized iron and aluminium. The cost of this ceiling are lower. They are easy to install and access. The hidden members of the structure are easily accessed as the panels are easily removable and reattached. The construction cost becomes less as the installation, fixing and maintenance is less. Now we shall see some examples of metal false ceiling. Next type is synthetic leather or cloth false ceiling. The materials used in this type of ceilings are either leather or cloth. As both the used materials are man-made, they can be given any form, shape or design which improves the aesthetic view of interior of the building. As these collects dust and have low light transferring property, it's only used in temporary stands or other temporary buildings. Now we shall see some examples of synthetic leather or cloth false ceiling. Moving on to the advantages of false ceiling, it provides a smooth, homogeneous surface to the roof. It provides fire protection as it creates compartmentation. False ceiling helps in acoustical treatment. It conceals all the non-pleasing elements and hides it from the viewer's eyes. It also hides the pipelines and the electrical cables running in the room. All the ducts of air conditioning can be hidden under it. False ceiling materials are easy to install and cheap as compared to traditional roof systems. Some of the disadvantages of false ceiling are the most worrying aspect of having a false ceiling would be pests. They can get through into the space between and can start their own breeding, which might lead to a lot of trouble. Also, be careful while putting up decorations or hangings while you have a false ceiling in place. Make sure you know the strength and durability, do's and don'ts with regard to your ceiling. Lastly, the false ceiling would reduce the height of the ceiling considerably, and hence do not install false ceiling unless you have a decent ceiling height. So this was all about false ceiling.